We the people provide the credit. No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. Art. 1 Sec. 10. Douse 1 of the Constitution for the United States of America and the Constitution of the United States, Incorporated. In order to circumvent this constitutional rule, and in order to make paper Federal Reserve notes, FRNs, a tender in payment of debts, Congress turned to its power to borrow money on the credit of the people of the United States. Art. 1 Sec. 10. Clause 1. Since Congress borrows money substitutes FRNs on the basis of my credit, since I am one of the people of the United States, Congress gives me an unlimited credit exemption that I can use to discharge the debts that cannot pay with FRNs, because FRNs are not real money of account of the United States that pays debts. Congress permits me to use my personal credit exemption to pay charges that FRNs can only discharge. Part 4 of the 1040 ES instruction booklet under estimated tax worksheet in reference to exemptions says, if you can be claimed as a dependent on another person's return, your personal exemption is not allowed. This says in effect that my personal exemption is allowed when and if I am not claimed as a dependent on another person's corporation's return. In other words, the industrial society will claim my personal exemption, my mutual offset credit exemption exchange, if I don't claim it for myself. The above declaration is a second witness to my remedy for being an accommodating party to the corporate United States, via my pledge of credit to the public debt. I am claiming the United States as my dependent, because I am accommodating the United States with my pledge of personal credit to the public debt. We the people are the source of the commercial energy that our credit represents. We the people provide the credit for every instrument that we endorse the very instant we endorsed it. Our signature represents the intangible personal credit that we provide. We only have to pay for what we get with money substitutes, FRNs, because our suppliers usurp our personal credit exemption for their own use when we fail to object and do not demand our personal credit exemption for ourselves. They can't do this when we object. All taxes are interest payments that accrue from the principal of the lenders of personal credit, meaning us, to the lending institutions of the corporate United States, and these interest payments must be returned to the lenders of personal credit, to us when so claimed, for the close of escrow, lest we be found guilty for failing to make a return. My credit exemption is assured. It is my super satis bond, because no state shall make any law impairing the obligation of contracts. Art. 1 Sec. 10. Clause 1 U.S. Constitution.